each one, go through that in the order. Okay, and please install the qlikview. If still for that also we have uploaded the video how to install that. Yesterday they recorded and uploaded. Still, if you are facing any issues particular to the laptop, reach out to the that one number I pinged you right yesterday. Uh, his name is Jai Simha. He will help you. Okay, see, up to yesterday we discussed about how we are discussing for the whoever joined newly for them I'm telling. Uh, we are dividing into the tech two parts. One is designing part front end. This is like a designing front end we call UI user interface. One more is how to fetch the data and table concept, joining concept. This is like we call it as a data model. Okay, data model like giants concept, table concept. All this will be like a little theoretical. Okay, but you need not to write anything. You need not to by heart anything here. Just we should know the concept of giants and tables. All this. So one day we are discussing about the scripting part, like data model. One day we are discussing about the front end part. First day we discussed about the how to connect the whatever the sources there in the sources, how many how data is flowing or what is ClickView. All this we covered. Compare with the other BI tools and what is advantage of the ClickView. And yesterday we discussed about the UI part, the front end, how to explore the options. Okay, just get in touch with the tool. Just go one by one option. Just explore it. Even if you don't understand, also no problem. Just explore the options. What are there? Just you check it once tool. And today we'll discuss about the like again this going back to the data model concept. Okay, types of tables. What are the types of tables there? And what is the key and why we are going to use the key key in the table. And next one is schema and its type. What is schema there and how many types of schemas there we will discuss. See, last class we discussed about the OLTP and OLAP. These are the how data is flowing into the table. This is the not the type of tables. This is the the data how it is storing into the table. Detailed transaction details we are storing into the table. Then we call as OLTP. If it is already calculated in the back end and summarized data we are storing, OLAP. This is not the table type. This is the data type. Now we will go with the table type. What are how many types of tables there? Okay, one is like mainly dimension table. One more is like fact table. Whoever already know the database concept, the same concept only here also. Same table in SQL, same whatever the keys there. Schema also, schema concept also same. Anywhere SQL or Oracle, whoever knows already schema concept, giant the concept will be the same. Okay, but here we not need not to require so much of concept for this. Just you should aware how it is going, and we are not doing the data concept here. Database we are not maintaining it. Just we are connecting to the data source and fetching the information and creating the data model. So we should aware of the concept, not in deep. Okay. So, so mainly dimension table and fact table. There are two types of tables. How we can call it as a dimension table and when we will call it as a. So you already knows what is data and what is metadata. Okay, the transactions we call it as a data. Raw data we call it as entire. This is if it is have a sample data or Excel we are received from the Excel, we call it as a raw data. This is the raw data. So this is the data. Whatever the transactions we have, this is the data. This is the metadata. The year, month, sales. We call it as a fields also. Fields are metadata. In the database side, we call it as a this is the data, this is the metadata. In the ClickView, whenever we come to the front end, then we call it as a this is the like a fields. Year is a one field, month is a field, sales also one field. Okay. Next here, like what are the one is dimension table. Okay. One more is fact table. Dimension table contains the, okay, each any table contains the only master data or metadata. It should not have a data. Okay, data inside it will be there, but in the table we are presenting the only column names, only field names will mention. The dimension table which contains the only metadata, okay, which have a only like information for the records like employee, customer, product, branch, whatever there, we can't measure on it. Okay, whatever the measurable columns there, that will be there in the fact table. Whichever not possible for the measurable, that one will be there in the dimension table. Like here is a number, but number we can't apply the calculation on top of it. We can't apply the sum of year or count of year. Okay, country field. Okay, product type, phone number. Okay, all this account, branch, what are the branch? So all these are like, don't look about the either it is a character or number. If you look at phone number or accounts here, these are the numbers, but we can't apply the on top. These are the not the measurable values. Okay, whichever the measurable values, that one will be there in the fact table. Example: sales, salary. Okay, balance. Okay, all these will be in the, these are the measurable values. Okay, we can calculate the sum of like sales, how many employees there, sum of sales, their salaries. Okay, what is the balance? So we can apply the sum of it or average of it. We can do some calculations on top of it. Okay, whichever have a only like a dimensions or master data, which we can't apply the any calculations on top of it, then it, that table it is called as a dimension table. Okay, in the fact table might have a like employee ID here. Here also it might be employee ID. Here dimensions also will be there, like whatever the dimension table contain, same might be repeating here, one or two fields, but at least one field should be there to measure it. Here employee ID, here also might be have a phone number also. See, whatever the fields here, it might repeat here also, but at least one field, if you have a like measurable values, then we call it as a fact table. If we don't have a single measurable field, then it is called as a dimension table. This field, by looking only, will come to know either it is a measurable value or not. Don't go with the character or number. Just with the like you think it, can we apply the any calculations on top of this column? Yes, we can apply on the salary. Yes, we can apply on the sales. Can we apply in the phone number? No, phone number is like a reference for the employees, not for the calculation purpose. We can't apply any sum of it, any calculations on top of it. Only count we can do, but count is not considering as a like a like one calculations. Like even like employee ID also we can do the count of employee ID, but this is not the measurable value. Okay, that's what is the dimension table or fact table. The tables which contains only metadata. Okay, metadata only it will appear in the data model. Here, whatever the data model, if you see, only metadata will be there. After you refreshing the dashboard, see here quota amount sold, quantity sold, whatever we took previously. This is the like a metadata. Here inside here, it will be there. Like if you go to the preview, this is the data, this is the data, this is the metadata. Tables always it contains the only field, only metadata it will contains. Okay, there are mainly two types of tables. One is like dimension table and one more is fact table. The table which contains the measurable value, measurable field, okay, at least one measurable field, then we call it as a fact table. The table which doesn't measurable field, then we call it as a dimension table. Okay. Please mute everyone. Someone on unmuted. Kiran Chaudhary. Yeah, thank you. Okay, these are the tables. And next one is key concept. What is key? There is no specific definition. Nobody will going to ask you, but there is no specific definition. Just whatever you understand, you have to explain in the interview. That's it. What is dimension table? If you know the concept, whatever the measurable value there, that is the at least one measurable values, then fact table. There is no measurable values, then dimension table. These are the fields. We call it as a metadata. That's it. Frame the meaningful sentence and deliver it. That's it. Which the table contains of only metadata. That too, if we have any at least one measurable values, then we'll call it as a fact table. If we don't have any like calculated column or measurable call field, then we call it as a dimension table. Next one is keys. What is key? See, like we have a dimension table and fact table. Here employee ID, here also there, here also employee ID will be there. Okay, which is prime like keys will be there. What is key? What is like how many types of keys there? There are two types of keys. One is primary key, one more is foreign key. Primary key, one more is foreign key. So what is primary key? Same field will be, it might comes under the primary key employee ID. Here also it will comes under the foreign key also. When it is considered as a primary key, when it is considering as a foreign key. Suppose we have a employee ID 123 employee IDs, employee names there. Suppose I be assume that this is the bank. Okay, bank customers, one customer IDs 1234. Okay, these are the customer names. Same place in the foreign table also we have a customer ID. Okay, why it will repeat? So their transaction, like how much they received it, or they sent to someone, credit or debit will be there. Some transactions will be there. Any one transaction only. Sorry. Either credit or debit, anything. Some transaction the customer for from this account we have a like credit or debit will be there. Their new transaction, two transactions he has done for the day, so it's repeated. Same customer ID, but this is the primary key. Why it is? We are maintaining like here the unique ID means there is no like duplicates will be there. We need only customer information from this branch. How many customers there? Customer IDs and customer names. Customer IDs or account number, whatever it is. So account number and customer names. So whenever I go to the select the customer ID, customer account, it will be only unique. Only one account will be there for one customer. So it will be there for the unique. So four customers there, employ their customer names. If I come to the foreign key, okay, same customer ID having doing the multiple transactions. Multiple transactions. That is why it is repeating it. So this is the like it's linked to the fact table. In the fact table we have a like measurable values, right? Because of measurable field, the field like whatever the key is, it is repeating it. Okay, primary key is a unique ID key. Okay, we can fetch the information directly from the primary key. Whenever you're going for the like unique like count of employee IDs, how many employee IDs there in the company, we are going with the primary key. Primary key does not contain the duplicates. Okay, when we go we need the detailed transactions. Okay, same primary key it acts as a foreign key whenever we are doing the other numerical transaction, whenever it is repeating it. Why it will repeat? Because of their numerical transactions. Okay, some records from the primary key itself it will repeat it. because of their numerical transactions. If the same key it is repeating it, then we call as a foreign key. That's it. Same ID, employee ID only. Here also employee ID, here also employee ID. Here it is the primary key, here it is the foreign key. Okay, just we should aware of this concept, that's it. But automatically qlikview itself, it will take either is there a foreign key or primary key based on the, like, if we can, if we are going with the numerical transaction, automatically it will consider as an employee ID from here. Okay, if we need the credit and the debit detailed information, if we need, anyway these two tables will join with the employee ID, common field will be there, we'll join it. Okay, automatically qlikview also it will take the join, by which if we have only one common field, qlikview, see here we have only one table. If we take one more table, automatically it will join will form. That one we'll see later. For just now I'm explaining about the process how it is there. Okay, automatically join will form whenever we are going to take the information for unique information. Unique information means like how many employees there, how many like branches there, in branch how many customers there. These are the like unique IDs. Then we are going for the primary key. When the click we will consider as a foreign key. So whenever we need their numerical transaction detailed information, if we need, then automatically click it will fetch from the fact table, that it acts as a foreign key. Okay, that's about the key. Key is mainly for the, we'll use for the giants concept. Okay, where some tables it acts as a primary key, some table it acts as a foreign key. Whenever we are taking the unique IDs, then we call as a primary key. Okay, because of their numerical transactions it will repeat it. Okay, whenever we have a like duplicate transaction, like not duplicate, multiple transactions there, then we call as a foreign key. This is not the duplicate one. Employee ID is repeating just for the their transactions. Okay, that's it. That's about the keys. Next is like what is schema and its type. See, what is schema is nothing but after here only one table there. If you assume that we have a like a multiple tables, like assume here 10 tables there, automatically based on the common fields we are joining the all the tables. Okay, after joining all this table, the structure we call it as a schema. Logically we will arrange the tables. Okay, not in, it's in the meaning way, meaningful, it should be meaningful. Like sometimes we need a like left side results, left join, right join, like there are different types of joins there. Based on the requirement we will join all the tables. Okay, after joining all this table, the structure itself we will call as a schema. Okay, logically arrangement of the tables we call as a schema. Okay, so assume that always only two types of tables will be there. You know already, dimension table and fact table. Okay, in schema, it contains only dimension table or fact table. How many dimension table there? How many fact table there? How the joins are, how the tables are joining. Based on that, we call it as a schema. Okay, this is the table. Okay, there are five tables there. This is the fact table. Always fact tables will be less, dimension table will be more, because fact table contains the mostly transaction. Suppose regional wise if you go, it is the country table. Calendar wise if you go, like it's a calendar table. Like that, product table, category table. Like this, dimension tables will be more, but fact table will be less usually. This is the dimension table. Okay. You know what is dimension table? Fact table. Fact table have a numerical transactions and the measurable values. Okay, this is the like metadata it contains, which we can't apply the any calculations on top of it. So like we have a requirement for from the five tables. We pulled it one fact table and dimension table, and giants based on few tables, automatically it will form the giant based on the common field. Okay, based on the common field, automatically it will form the giant. Few we need to giants, if suppose we need to change from the left to right giant, something like that, we have to join it. So one fact table connecting with the multiple dimension table, this is the like a star schema we call it as. The logical arrangement of a table we call it as a schema. logically we are arranging it. Okay, this is, there is no specific definition. What is schema is nothing but just arranging the tables in the logical way. That's it. Logical arrangement of the tables is called as a schema. There are multiple schemas there. In that, like one is star schema. Star and snowflakes or galaxy. We call it as a snowflakes or galaxy as well. Extended star schema. What is star schema is nothing but schema should contain only one fact table and connecting with the multiple dimension table. This is a star schema. Okay, what is snowflakes or galaxy? Next one is snowflakes or galaxy. See, whichever the same, again one fact table connecting with the multiple dimension table. Previously, we don't have a join between dimension table to dimension table. Okay, only all gets connected to the fact table only. Suppose if we have a again, okay, connection between dimension table to dimension table, or like this, one more dimension table there. Have a, okay, have a join from here to here. This is the dimension. Okay, if we have a giant from the dimension to dimension, then it will call it as a snowflakes or galaxy. One fact table connected with the multiple dimension table. Okay, again have a giant between dimension table to dimension table. Then it is called as a snowflakes or galaxy. Next one is extended star schema. What is extended star schema? See, if we have a multiple fact tables, this is the fact table. One more fact table. This it's based on the requirement, based on the project, based on the like how many tables we require. Automatically we'll select the required fields, like required tables. Like we need like three fact tables, and suppose like 4 to 5 dimension tables we need, and we'll making the giant between fact table to fact table, or dimension to any way, like dimension to fact or fact to fact. However, we need the join. So multiple fact tables and multiple dimension table. Dimension to dimension we have a link, and fact to fact also we have a link. Then it is called as extended star schema. Okay, very simple. Like in stars from reverse I'm coming. See here all the dimension tables there, fact tables also. Multiple fact tables and multiple dimension table. Joins from the dimension to dimension or fact to fact. Then it is called as a extended star schema. Okay, if we have a, okay, if we have a multiple, if we have only one fact table and multiple dimension table, have a joint between the dimension to dimension table as well, then we call
Upendra,
as
can
a
you
snow.
please teach slowly?
Okay, sure. Okay, yeah, if I am going fast, it the first 1 week it will be like you feel like it little fast. Okay, whenever you feel it's I'm going fast, like let me know. Okay, see, this is the like, if we don't have a connection between the dimension to dimension. Okay, fact table, only one fact table will be there, connected with the dimension table. Then it is called as a star schema. Okay, nothing much to here to remember. Just by seeing the diagram only, you can observe it. Okay, just you should aware the what is the difference between dimension table and fact table. Hope this difference you know it. Only blindly you can remember at least one field. If we have a measurable value, then we call as a fact table. So this fact table have a one measurable value, minimum one measurable value. To make the join, it might have a non-measurable values also, like employee ID here, there, country ID here, whatever the product ID. So product ID will be there, country ID will be there. Along with that, okay, we have a measurable values, what like a salary and product amount, how many quantity sold, amount sold. These are the like measurable values. So we have a fact table. That we call as a fact table. No, nobody will like in the like whenever we pull the table from the data source, nobody will mention like either it is a dimension table or fact table. By seeing only we should aware, like if any transactions like measurable value is there, fact table, otherwise we call as a dimension table. Okay, again I'm repeating star and snowflake galaxy or extended star schema. So it's look like a star, like only one fact table may always. you remember like fact table will be lesser than the dimension tables. Don't confuse how which schema have how many dimension table are either fact table are more or dimension table are more. Always dimension tables are more, fact table will be less. One fact table connecting with the multiple dimension table. This is a simple star schema, and this one we call as a snowflakes or galaxy schema, because again we have a join between dimension to dimension table. Here also we have only one fact table. If we have a multiple fact tables, okay, and then we have a joint between the dimension table to fact or fact to fact. There is no condition here. Should have only fact to fact or dimension to dimension. Anyway, the joints will be there. That is extended star schema. Okay, performance wise, see if you know it is a simple giants directly, it is only simple giants there, simple only less tables there, then performance will be the less. Sorry, performance will be the good. Okay, suppose if we have so many tables there, multiple tables, okay, multiple giants there to fetch the information. Suppose I need the information from this table to this table. Okay, it should go through intermediate tables from this table to this table again here. If we need from one field from here, one field from here also, I need go through these two tables. Okay, that's why as simple as schema, then performance will be the good. Okay, this is a simple schema, star schema. Direct giants will be there. There is no other giants written from the table to table. So this is the simple schema. If schema itself simple, then the performance will be the better. So performance wise, this is the star schema, the simple schema. Star schema is the best one performance. Okay, why it is better? Because we have a direct joins. Okay, from fact table to dimension table, direct join there. Whenever you need from this table to this table, directly it will fetch the information. From this to this also it will fetch. From this to this, okay, we need only one table, intermediate table will be there. If we have a like extended or snowflake, so many giants will be there, so many tables will be there. Performance wise it will be low. Okay, that's it for the day. Tables, types of table, dimension table, fact table, and keys, primary keys and foreign keys. Primary key is like unique ID key. If it is because of numerical transaction, it is repeating it, then foreign key. That's it. Dimension, okay, all tables have a only metadata. At least one measurable values there, then you call it as a fact table. Otherwise, even if we don't have a measure also, then we call it as a dimension table. That's it. Schemas, star schema, snowflakes, galaxy, or extended star schema. Okay, mostly usually we'll go with the star or snowflakes or galaxy. Okay, better to make it as a star. Whenever a possibility there, better to go with the star. Okay, then performance wise it will be better. That's about the today session. Okay, first 1 week we'll go slowly. We'll discuss the topics also. Okay, per day we'll discuss like 2 3 topics. And after next week we'll go with the little watch. But you have to get in touch with that tool. You have to practice from today. Hope everyone install the qlikview. Still facing the issue, reach out to Jai Simha, that number whatever we posted yesterday. Any doubts up to here? Any doubt, like either installation issue or this, anyone facing any issues? Try to attend the live session. Okay, whenever it is urgent work there, you are unable to hear, then only you go for the recordings. Okay.
Upendra, the values which are in fact table will take in expressions, right?
Sorry.
The
Come
measurable
again.
values which are in fact
Mm, yeah.
table will take in expressions, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So he's talking about this one like front end where we take this is dimensions and measures will be there, and these are like year whatever we have a dimension year, whatever the branch count product or all it will take is as in the dimension. In expressions, whatever the measurable values there in the fact table, whatever the like salary balance, all this will be there. On top of that only we are going to do the some calculations, right? So that field we will use in the expression. Yeah.
And Upendra, here instead of sum, we need only employee ID. Then how to write that?
Here we have to use the count of employee ID.
Okay, okay,
Yeah. That are different types of ways of calculations we'll do one by one. Just for now to explore the option, go with the sum. Okay.
okay, Upendra.
Okay. Someone pinged types of table. See types of table again like you see dimension table and fact table. These simple blindly we can remember if we apply any calculations on top of any field. Okay, then it is called as a fact table. If we have a one field, suppose here if we have a sales, this one will be the like fact table. All the dimensions will be there, at least one measurable value there, then it will consider as a fact table. Okay, if we don't have a not even single measurable field, then it is called as a dimension table. That's it. Need not to think too much. Just you check about this. Don't go with the number. Phone number also will be there. Here also number. Don't go with the number. Just go with the measurable field, measurable values. That's the main difference between the fact table and dimension table. Okay, don't by heart anything. Just go through this concept and explore the front end options. And parallelly, you also create like this. Whenever you are practicing it, whenever you practice for the class 2, just make it as a class 2 or meaningful name for that. Whenever you go with this one, the content, it should match. After 10 days, if you want to refer it like some concept, again you have to look for the qew file. Just save it in one folder in the meaningful way, so that for the future it will be helpful. See, see it will be like how I am storing the, the previous batch. There are different concepts, qvds and qvws. If I qw, it will be I am storing. Whenever I need some reference, directly I can go with the content. They can check it parallelly. Okay, whoever decided and pinged in the group mail IDs, they are the final list. From tomorrow, whoever decided, they only have to join. Okay, remaining all, please exit from the group. Whoever decided not to continue this course, please exit from the group. We need only finalized people from the tomorrow. Okay, need not to call to anyone. Just exit from the group. That's it. Need not to give the explanation. Need not to call. Don't waste your time and don't waste our time also. Just exit from the group. That's enough. Um, but take the decision in the right time. This is the right time to get into the IT. If you unable to do click view, you are not eligible for the software. Okay, this is that much simple tool. There in like if you like one more advantage here is I am already covered, but whoever joined recently for them, the one more advantage from the developer point of view, you will get the enough time. Like if you guys they will give the requirement, you will get the 1 week time. The other tools immediately you have to work on it. It's a data source side, something like that. If you get the any issue, you have to fix it on priority. You have to fix immediately. But in the reporting tool like qlikview, we don't like we at least minimum 1 week time will be there. By that time you will some like work from home option again, like even if they call to the office also, you have a 1 week time. You can come to our institute and you can take our help. We will be there in institute from morning 11 to night 11. Okay, after getting job also we will support you. So getting job is nowadays very easy. Everybody is doing the proxy, everyone most getting the job. After getting job, nobody is giving the support. Okay, check outside how it will be there. We will be there in institute. Our institute will be there in Martali. Okay, we have a tie up with the V Square Technologies. Uh, Madurai Idli shop opposite V Square Technologies will be there. If anyone want, you can come there and check how environment will be there. Most of the people already got the job. They are working in the institute only. You can come and inquire there if you want. Okay, but decide it today itself. From tomorrow, whoever joining, they are the finalist people. Okay, whoever decided not to continue, please exit from the group. Still, if someone is not pinged any mail IDs, please post in the group. They will add it to the drive. You will have the access to the drive. Okay, any doubts? See, almost more than 30 people decided. That around 35 decided already, but still count like 25 people only joining. 10 people, on an average, we are daily missing. Better to attend live sessions. Okay, if you have any the work, like go install the app in the mobile. When even if you are traveling or going somewhere, you can listen through mobile at least. Practicing, you have to practice in the laptop only. But at least for the classes, you attend in the mobile if you are outside. Any issues? Any issues? Okay, any time post in the group. If someone already faced that issue, if someone knows that concept, please respond. Okay, please respond that one. If nobody responded, then either me or my team will be there to help you. Any issue, either for the like installation or qlikview issues, concept, anything, any doubt, just post in the group, whatever you get the doubt. But before posting into the group any subject issues, just check in the qlikview community. 90% of the doubts will be solved by the qlikview community, already answered. Just you type whatever the issue you get it by qlikview community. Okay, you were unable to install, like how to install the qlikview by qlikview community. Someone will post it the link or someone will guide the steps. Already it will be there in the answers in the qlikview community. Okay, that's it for today. We'll catch up tomorrow again, 9 o'clock. Thank you all. Bye bye.